So guys, please watch this video. Do not scroll. Please do not scroll. Just listen to what I have to say and then give me your own opinion based off of what I have just said. So my adopted daughter, I have a daughter that was supposed to be a help, but I've taken as my own. Whenever she's moody, I would always ask her, is there anything you would like to talk to me about? Just feel free to come to me whenever you have anything you want to share with me. No matter how bad it is, just reach out to me and I'll give you my audience. So yesterday, I just randomly asked her, how you doing? How was your day? Because she would always call me whenever I'm at work to know how I'm doing. She's missing me. I'll tell her, don't worry, I'll come back home early today. How are the kids? She'll say they're fine. I got home yesterday night. She hugged me. I asked her, are you okay? Is there something you'd like to talk to me about? Just randomly. And then she said yes. For the first time in 4 years, I've been asking her this question. She has never told me anything. She would just tell me nothing. I'll tell her, okay, whenever you feel like sharing, let me know. Whenever I see her moody. So yesterday she said yes for the first time in 4 years. I said, okay, that's nice. We'll talk about it when everybody has slept. Is that okay? She said yes. I said, okay, fine. So when we put the kids to sleep, I told her, okay, it was about past 12 a.m. I was like, okay, can we talk now? She was like, it's much. Oh. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm all for that. I'm up for that. And then she gave me a book. She handed me a book. She had written everything she wanted to say to me. She had written it down in a book. I flipped through. It was about 5 pages. I said, what did you write? Okay, let me read. And then I started to read. While I was reading, I started to tear up. I was reading and tears were just flowing uncontrollably. Like, these tears that you don't need to cry for your heart will just start to beat so fast and then tears will just start to drop even without you making any effort to cry. That was the feeling I had while reading through those pages. And then I was very emotional. If you have anybody living with you, it could be your help or somebody that assists you or your house help, anybody that is not family that lives with you. Sometimes reach out to them. They might be suffering. They might just be suffering and you would not know. Let me just say one or two things she wrote in those pages. The first one she talked about was that she was having difficulty blending. I'd noticed it. That's why I keep telling her, anytime you feel like talking to me, let me know. Like when we go out and people will be like, who is this? I'll be like, that's my first daughter. I'll be like, you have a child, this is grown. I'll be like, yes, so I started early, Like I try to accommodate her as much as I can. Nobody is perfect. I even used to tell her, I'm not perfect. If you feel I'm treating you some type of way that you do not like, please don't hesitate to let me know. And sometimes when I overreact, I always apologize to her. It's just in my nature to do so. Like I brought myself so down so that I can understand her better and she can also understand me better, So the first thing she talked about was difficulty in blending with being here in the East because we live in the East. So apparently she came down to the East when she was just about 8 years old. She was about 8 years old or 10 years when she came down to the East. So her mother was the last wife of her dad and her mother abandoned her when she was about a year old or thereabout. So she doesn't know her mom, and since then her mom has never reached out till today. Her mom has never reached out to hear from her, and her dad is late. So she feels lonely. She feels this She feels like nobody cares about her well-being from her side. Like nobody is reaching out. It's just as if they abandoned her, you know. That when her classmates are talking about family, that she usually doesn't know what to talk about. This video is long. It's longer than I expected, but I think I'll just cut it here and then I'll do another part.